Good day, everyone. Now let's proceed to the third question. What is the difference between arts and humanities? Ano nga ba ang pagkakaiba ni arts and humanities? This interesting question needs to have a unique and accurate answer. Ano nga ba ang pagkakaiba ng dalawa in terms of the characteristic, objectives, and benefits to people, culture, and in the Philippine history? Those questions will be answered in the next slide. Okay. So, what did you observe? Ano yung napapansin nyo? In the left side, the one being highlighted there, the word art. And in the right side, of course, it's obviously a human. That's symbolizing humanities. Okay. What are the things that's common? Ano yung common? Elements of art. The size, the color, the textures, and so on. Now let's proceed with arts. When you hear the word art, what comes up in your mind first? Anong unang pumapasok sa isip nyo kapag nakakarinig kayo ng word na art? Maybe some of you might say, art is drawing, art is painting, art is literature. If that's what you're thinking, then you are exactly correct. But if you say non-living things and living things like plants, animals, and humans, then you are also exactly right. Tama ka, sakto ka. Because it is indeed an example of arts. Because art is everything. Now proceed to the right side. Humanities. Root word human. It obviously focuses on humans and its relationship and connection to any other aspects, disciplines, and fields. Okay, now let's proceed and find out what could be the mysteries behind the difference between arts and humanities. May pagkakaiba nga ba in terms of the concept, the purpose, and the examples? Starting with the word art. It is basically related to sculpture, music, painting, theater, and literature. Sir, manong na-appeal mas sa sculpture ni art, manong na-appeal mas sa music ni art, which is music is a subject and art is a subject too. Manong na-appeal mas sa painting, sa theater, sa literature. Let me discuss something. First, sculpture. It uses imagination, the sense of creativity to create a wonderful and beautiful artworks in the most creative way, which is the fact na hinggamit siya definition or process sa arts is also considered an art. Music and theater. Kanta siya? Compose siya? Perform siya? There, example of arts is performing arts, and music and theater is part of it. And painting. No one can change that painting is one of the common example of arts, and it is proven mansad. Then literature. Just by reading, just by writing, you are applying the concept of art. Next, a creative activity that expresses imaginative and technical skills. Like I said a while ago, that arts uses the sense of creativity and imaginations to make our artworks beautiful. And technical skills using technology to enhance our artworks. Then, have more to do with the act of creation itself, whether through performance or physical production of works. Diri makita tong music and theater na ang art di lang basta drawing lang, di lang painting lang, but also performing, drama, poetry, music, theater, and so on. Of course, all things in the world has a purpose, and art is one of those. Hindi pwedeng mawala si arts. Purpose. Help to improve our sense of achievement and pride. Sir, manong nanampi achievement and pride. We're just drawing it. We're just going to paint. We're just going to sculpture. Sculpture. We're just going to execute it manually. Manong na may achievement. Well, to be honest, or frankly speaking lang ha, if you are going to conduct an activity or painting or drawing specifically, you are achieving something. You are gaining something. Have you been familiar with the Philippine artists in history like Juan Luna, Napoleon Hueva? They're the well-known artists and unique because of their unique skills, and they achieve something because they such uses the creativity and imagination. And that's the purpose of arts, to teach us how to be creative, to teach us and learn something and achieving at the same time. Both self confidence. Have you tried comparing sa mga tao nga undergo og arts just because of boredom, and sa mga tao nga undergo of arts because they love it? Just compare their output. Mas di ka aya-aya or inappropriate pa tong ginama sa mga taong warang born like uban bitaw nga hago apa ni uti drawing uy kapit kapon sige na matagpasa ani, and compare tong uban nga wow may more bitaw smile rabi using love tenderness sa ilang output. Nawa it reflect sa ilang output sad moody or uban pa mag-reflect siya, then wala makabuo siya confidence because you are doing the concept of arts. Then to communicate someone, non-verbal communication, it communicates someone just by looking at the output, just looking at the artworks. It conveys a lot of messages, a lot of inspirational messages na maka-inspire sa uban. Speaking of inspiration, to inspire other people, sa mga tao nga hiagig kangit-ngit, sa mga tao nga nasa kadag-umngan karon, in the people in the darkest times, art brings light, art brings hope to be or to improve and be successful in the future. Then promote culture. Ano na-appeal man si culture? Culture, it will never be a culture without arts. Partner ni sila. Because art existed in the past. And culture sa una, art is there. You're dancing, writing, drawing, painting. And that explains why. Then, to be able to know that art is everywhere. Sir, man na everywhere man na po ang arts nga drawing yung mga tamakita na mga tanata mahawiran. No, dear. Art is everywhere. Just look around you. Trees, animals, the walls, infrastructure, or even sa humans, family. They're into the creations of art. What specifically? The creation of God. Ginawa siya sa Ginoo. Of course, tama to, diba? Ginawa siya sa Ginoo. The creation of God, acquiring the process or the concept of arts. And examples. Las Damas Romanas, painted by Juan Luna. It depicts with the cultures in the Spanish era. Then, Planting Rice, painted by Fernando Amorsolo. It shows the Filipino cultures, how hardworking they are, how resilient Filipino is, and how they sacrifice their time in planting rice to suffice the needs of their family. And Transfiguration, sculptured by Napoleon Abueva. This is one of my favorite artworks because it focuses on God saving us from our sins. So that's it. I hope we are clear in this part, the arts, its concept, purpose, and examples. Now let's proceed with humanities. So we can now learn and know unsa man jud si humanities. Humanities use arts to express human experiences. Sir, na-appeal man si art ng humanities. Nga apply ba ng arts, di ba? Humanities is a general field of study na halos tanang field ma-appeal sa. It could be history, literature, culture, religion, philosophy, or even arts. And mainly, humanities use arts to express the human experiences since it tackled humans, magtackle sa disag, human experiences. It have to do more in research and critical analysis. You know what I like in humanities? Because it has a credible information coming from the credible sources or facts. It highly experimented or being observed. So, very authentic din siya, katuhuan, provenance, and very credible. Then, so the purposes, okay, help to express ourselves. It helps to improve ourselves, help to show the version of ourselves. O kinsa madata isip usa ka tawo, kinsa ta isip usa ka citizen in the country, o kinsa ta sa tibuok kalibutan as a whole. Then next, help to feel the social connection with people live in the past and in the present as well. Of course, proven na nga makaantag social connection personally in the present, but how about in the past? Just by reading history books coming from the humanities, you can now interact sa mga panghitabo in the past. So, hero sacrifices, sa cultures, and ug sa uban pang mga historical events. Then bring enlightenment sa mga uncertainties, confusions, ug sa mga unanswered nga mysteries until now. It bring enlightenment. Nga ni din siya, nga ni din paagi dito ni sakto. It just like it puts you back kung aha kadapit. It puts you into right place. Then promote history and culture. Again and again, the history and culture should always be part in humanities. Then to educate. Tanan man sang field the study educate. Mo educated siya, and that's good because humanities educate halos tanan. Then provokes emotion and wisdom. Humanities dili lang siya mo improve physically, mentally, socially, but also intellectually and emotionally. Then examples: the history, arts, philosophy, English, and religious studies. Charang, that's the examples of humanities. So, okay, that's it. If there's someone asks you, unsa may kalahian ni arts and humanities, just answer like this. Art use medium to communicate human beings about happenings in the past and in the present, while humanities use arts to express human experiences. And that's all. Thank you.